The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I am Brent.
I am Matt.
We like comedy. We like the internet.
Ooh.
Internet reviews kind of have a love-hate relationship with them.
It's a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag, and I think that this show right here that you're listening to right now jumps in that bag despite the mix.
It gets shaken up all around. Centrifugal forces keeping everything inside until we dump it out and spill it like Halloween candy or a cat.
Yeah, and we fall out bones, broken, bloodied, bashed. But that's comedy, baby.
Yeah,
suffering.
We're laughing.
We're laughing the whole time. Funny bones absolutely shattered. We can't stop. That would be a good Joker origin story. He just tripped and hit his funny bone really hard. And then, I'm the Joker, baby.
I can't stop laughing, Batman.
What are those things, those reflex, hammers that doctors have?
Little rubber hammers, I don't know.
Little rubber hammers. Take this, Batman. Hits him in the knee. Batman kicks.
It's in your nature, Batman.
If I hit you in the knee with this, you won't not kick, Batman.
I won't harm you, Joker. Ah. No.
Do you remember going to the doctor when you were a kid and thinking you had to kick really hard when he hit you in order?
A little bit,
because that's what cartoons did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a doctor explained to me very calmly that don't try and move your leg. It just moves on its own is the whole point.
And you said, "What's up, Doc?"
Yeah, anyway, so that kind of tells you about us. We have a podcast about internet reviews, I think, and we covered it more or less. I'll start with this review. It's summertime, right? A question mark?
Summertime.
I had the air conditioner on today. That means it was summer.
Dangle solstice at time of recording, I believe.
Oh, that's kind of a vibe. Speaking of vibes, I got a review from Amazon for the Top Race 5-foot beach ball, large beach balls, giant pool float, huge rainbow color for kids, oversized blow up plastic inflatable beach balls, huge beach ball, giant inflatable balls. With a little, actually it has one of those little C signs for the trademark at the end of that too. Okay. That's a little weird. Was this a Nintendo product? Trudy Little has a review. She titles it Super Durable. She writes, I purchased this for my son's 11th, parentheses 5th grade, birthday to play full body soccer. This ball inflates, parentheses, with an electrical pump, parenthetical, easily holds its air and floats if you throw it up. It is pretty, quote, heavy, as the boys found it not very comfortable to kick it or hit it with their hands. It took up most of the pool and flew out often. It even blew out of our yard, unbeknownst to us, and was rolling down the street until a kind driver returned it to us. Consider the type of play using this ball before purchasing, as the boys mentioned their discomfort hitting and kicking it with one arm or foot. Otherwise, great purchase, 5 stars.
I got so many questions here. They're using it for their pool, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Bros are playing kick.
I have a photographical evidence of both in-pool use and on lawn use.
On grass. Okay, fine, sure.
Very brown grass. The hose they have out is doing nothing.
Come on, people. Come on, Dad. You don't have any pride? Okay, makes a bit more sense. I do love the image of full body. So soccer, you just sort of run at the ball like a brick-faced idiot.
Right. The sort of lack of grace that the giant ball demands is the appeal in and of itself.
Yeah, I don't really understand how they can't lift and or kick it, but the wind was fully capable.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, my full body was a bit stronger than the wind.
Was it a kicking technique? You're a soccer boy. Can you hurt your little feeties with a bad kicking technique?
With a big ball, yeah. And I do think I have a similar ball to this, or had one. It's like an exercise ball, only like 4 foot diameter.
It is the size of these 5th grade children.
Yeah. With something like that, you're not going to be able to kick it per se, especially if you're an 11/5th grader. You gotta get under it and almost sort of lift it as opposed to
shovel
kick it. You gotta shovel kick it. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, your foot's just gonna bounce back off of that sucker, and you're gonna biff face first into the into the ball.
I just kind of picture some kid going for the header, almost cinematically, like the perfect layup. It's way more graceful than any of the other play, and he's just ready. He's going to give the header.
Oh, no.
He dives in and just sort of into the side of the ball and disappears. Where did he go?
He's been absorbed. It's better than snapping his neck. That's what I was thinking.
You thought
that was going.
He was just going to get dusted.
Just crumpled.
Well, that is one bad birthday party at that point.
Yeah. Oh boy, waiting for the parents to come pick everybody up, and there's just, piles of children listlessly laying across your lawn.
The first thing I would say is like, "Oh, so can I have his gift bag?" Mind if I double down on the gift bag here?
Boy, what else was there in that I wanted to talk about?
They couldn't kick it. It blew out of our yard, and a man received it.
Yeah, how the heck does this random driver by know exactly where to return this ball? Unless he saw it bounding over the fence like Epona escaping Lon Lon Ranch.
Yeah, maybe he saw the whole story, dude.
He saw it caroming down the street. It's like, there's only one place that could have come from.
Seeing a ball that size and being in a truck, I don't know if I could resist the urge to try and, what is that game called?
Rocket League that sucker?
To try and Rocket League back over the fence, yeah.
I'd try it, yeah. If I had some beat up Dodge or something like that, yeah.
Hit the boost and then tailfish into it and smack it in. That's cool, dude.
Hey, thanks, man.
In that game, they have where you can hit the little face buttons and like say stuff like "nice shot, nice shot, nice shot." That's what all the kids would spam. Nice shot after you hit that.
Assuming they're still standing when the thing comes flying into the yard.
Yeah, they got 60 miles per hour of force flying. Someone tries, I can kick it, and just their leg is turned to atoms.
Yeah, they just dust. They're spinning ever higher in the air like Team Rocket.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, it bounces off the one kid's dusted leg and hits another kid, and he just flies into the sky until he's nothing but a little shine, a little ding on the horizon.
Oh man. Gotta give me one of these.
Yeah, this sounds like some wonderful carnage. That's why she still gave it 5 stars. Like, these little idiots kicking this ball around. Do you have a review?
I got one that's kind of unhinged. Hopefully we retain our, glee that we've started this episode with. It's a bit of a morbid glee, so maybe this review is just right. I have a Google review for Carthage College.
Hey, alma mater.
Alma mater. Right there on the stately shore of Lake Michigan. This is a review from Ira Bliss, and I hope she brings us some bliss. Ira writes, a graduate of Carthage. I loved my college experience. The quality of the staff was exceptional. What I learned at Carthage was way more than I had initially thought. I was a biology major and chemistry minor. After college, I worked at Abbott Laboratories for about 6 years. I never had a computer course, but I have always had an interest in computers. Since the job market had really picked up in computers/programming, I started reading books on how to program Java. Important note. I say this because I learned how to learn at Carthage, especially in the sciences. Heck, I still talk to my organic chemistry teacher to this day, plus 32 years. I became proficient enough at programming that I changed careers and became a software engineer at a small startup company. I was later employed by CompuWare as a consultant for Bank One in Chicago. My education came into play once again in 2004. I sustained a traumatic brain injury from being hit by a car as a pedestrian on I-90. I know we shouldn't laugh, but we're going to come back to that.
It's just quite a detail. Anyway, an interesting detail to include.
Yeah. I am unable to return to my career as a programmer, but I've taught myself trading in the stock market / investing, currently exploring trading cryptocurrency / Bitcoin.
Oh!
Carthage College was a challenging investment for me, and mostly parents. I graduated high school with the lowest GPA Carthage would accept at the time. But with a lot of hard work, it paid off and was my best investment yet. Best. 5 stars.
What do you think the lowest grade point average Carthage accept? Like a 1.2?
That's a 1.5, something like that.
You're in a sport, definitely like a 0.8.
Yeah. And if this is 32 years ago, I'm not sure that it was quite rigorous as it might be today.
Bro, I'm jealous of people that went to college 32 years ago, big time.
No kidding. Unless they have been seduced by Bitcoin.
That's true. Yeah, man. This is a hard review to navigate.
Yeah, like they talk about how they learned how to learn, and they got such a great education at the school that we hold dear to our hearts. But you're bragging about getting into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. This is a bit of a red flag for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
And it's not a Carthage red. It's just pure red.
It's not a proud Carthage blood red. It is a sort of a blushing red. A rosy-cheeked red. Yeah, man. Bitcoin ain't it. Cryptocurrency, bad. Listen, I hope everyone listening is very educated, but cryptocurrency is bad. Not only is it lame and a modern pyramid Ponzi scheme, but it's bad for the environment and bad for your wallet and your mental health. You've got plenty of other cool stuff to be worrying about.
Do that.
Real stocks are an actual casino enough, let alone the basically unregulated crypto market.
It's terrifying.
We should start Review Party Coin.
Let's do it.
Review Coin? That actually kind of rolls off the tongue.
That'd be sweet. Now, I said we'd come back to... I want to make very clear, I'm not in the business of mocking people who have suffered traumatic brain injuries.
Or traumatic injuries in general.
In general.
Brain does add a little extra
Anyone
special
who
sauce.
has trauma. I'm not here to put you down, mock you. But my fellow Carthaginian, would you say you were hit by a car as a pedestrian? I think that is terrible and shocking.
Sure.
Would you slide in parentheses that you were on I-90 as a pedestrian?
We know they were pedestrian at the time of this accident.
They say from being hit by a car as a pedestrian, parentheses, on I-90.
Yeah, that's sort of wild, isn't it?
That's a big street. Let's see, cars per day. Let me get cars per day.
I believe Interstate 90 proper is such a highway, it goes all the way from Vancouver to Chicago, and maybe even through Chicago and to New York, from the looks of it here.
It's a big old road.
It is one of the biggest roads in the country, yes. I do not fuck with crossing highways on foot. That's why they got them cool bridges.
Yeah, those bridges are sweet.
What they don't know is the bridges are sweet the whole time.
Oh, God.
I'm very glad that they're
alive.
Yeah.
No kidding.
It's walking on I-90. If anything hits you, I don't think, chances are not good.
No, this is bad. This is awful. I hate it.
You're getting unsettled right now, aren't you?
PSA to everybody. I see people, and even on just like state highways walking. This is not a place for people. This is not a place for humans. I hate that we're a car-dependent society, but there is no sidewalk there. There's no place for you to even... It's a wall that you will get crushed against.
You talking about like the couple who is like walking down the highway? The dude has his pants down around his ankles and a wife beater, and the girl has like a famous hoodie on, and they like went to the gas station for groceries and they filled their baby stroller with it. Like the baby is like surrounded by energy drinks and corn dogs, and they're like walking down the highway. That type of
bad stuff. It is bad stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's on one hand, it's very scary. On the other hand, it's hard to blame them. The food desert situation, especially when you get into some parts of Illinois and to the west of that, is kind of scary.
Yeah, it is true. It's a sad truth, but
please avoid the highway when you're on foot.
Do you have a review to take us out of this dark land we've entered?
Dark Carthage land? I'm glad. I think that review is important for archival purposes, at least. I have one that I might be kind of goofy. Hopefully, I don't really remember. I think it was funny. It's an Amazon review for Hot Ones 10-pack, season 20 hot sauce 10-pack. This is the official branded Hot Ones sauce, featuring their sauces from season 20, including Hot Ones Classic, the Los Calientes, Brooklyn Deli Ghost Pepper, The Last Dab Apollo, Taco Vibes Only, Da Bomb Evolution, Mushroom Mayhem, and others. So we got a bunch of hot sauces in like a gift box. And a bald guy usually is eating it, but I guess anyone can have them now. Anthony titles their review Good Flavor. They write, not as hot as they make it seem in the videos, lol, but they taste good. Might get some tears running down your face at most, but it is definitely something fun to do. If you don't like hot sauce, it's all heat, no flavor, but if you got the tolerance for it, you can really pick up the flavor beyond the heat. 5 stars.
So the flavor is being sort of guarded by the heat.
Right. To enjoy this food, you need to sort of RPG level up your heat tolerance. You got to put some skill points in your heat tolerance before you can actually enjoy these.
It's behind this door here. You need to collect a few more collectibles before that sucker will open up.
You do not have enough rupees for the proper tongue coating to enjoy this hot sauce and impress the princess and get to the next part of the game.
Yeah, wow. I do love my spicy stuff, but I want flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And this puts me in a bit of a questionable situation. I usually shrug and say no thank you to all heat, no flavor, but it's almost like a challenge,
right.
I'm being called out.
With Hot Ones, at least in the latter half, especially the sauces, it is more about the torture than the flavor for sure. From what I've heard of Da Bomb, that is not a thing that humans or any other living creature can enjoy. That is a hot sauce designed only to be suffering.
Uh-huh.
Which is the one they put before the last one. People on the show always say like, oh, Last Dab wasn't that bad compared to Da Bomb, because Da Bomb just tastes like shit. I think one guest said it was like licking a carburetor.
Okay, that's vivid.
Yeah. But yeah, I've done lots of spicy challenges. Sort of when Hot Ones was popularizing, I was often pulled in to those type of challenges. I mean, I give off some sort of aura as though, either Brent will torture himself for our laughter, or, Brent will put anything in his mouth we offer him, or maybe a combination of the two. That made it so I had to participate in a lot of these.
Look at him. He's desperate to please. All right.
He'll do anything. He'll put a chicken wing with some motor oil on it. He'll scarf it right down if we have a laugh or two. But those days are behind me. I did the one chip challenge.
Oh.
I don't know what, every year they like upgrade it as though it's like Madden or something. They come out with a new shittier version of the chip. So I don't know which one it was, but it was really, the whole challenge is you have to eat a chip, and then the longer you wait to drink, the more badass you are. It literally like lists the badass levels on the little chip box. Which how embarrassing is it to buy a single serving chip?
It's a little much for me.
Right. It's the whole culture they're trying to perpetuate is a little much in general, but so I think you have to go a full minute without liquid. But think about just eating a normal Dorito and not taking a drink for a minute, right?
I want to wet my whistle. Thanks very much.
When I eat a chip, I want to take a hot, not a hot drink, a cool drink with it, and sort of the salty chip, sweet soda, salty chip, and so yeah, you just have to grind. Not only is it like eating a huge Dorito without a drink, but they cover it in so much Dorito dust. It is like a quad dusted Dorito, but the dust is poison.
Yeah.
So I just did not have the saliva to properly eat this chip. So I ended up, chewing and creating this hot ball of sawdust in my mouth, which I had to somehow swallow. So really, it wouldn't be so bad if you could just take a drink and swig it down. It wouldn't be a challenge, but it is a true suffering. And I made it like 10 seconds, I think. I was like, this is not good. I need to stop. But my friend who I did it with, his technique was 2-bite swallow. Just break up these chips in your mouth, swallow it down. He did not suffer during the challenge. His suffering came later. I used my mouth to start the digestion process.
Sort of macerate it, yeah.
Right. I gave my stomach the proper head start it needed to get everything going. I didn't have a blast later, but I was just fine. He
had a blast later.
Tossing and turning in the hot, cold sweats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's dropping it straight down into the belly.
Right down the hatch, so to speak.
Pill of it.
Yeah, so that's sort of, I guess, my experience. So because I did that challenge, I was like, that was objectively no fun. Or not doing that to myself anymore. It's just, if I need to put in work to enjoy the flavor, I don't want it. And I love spicy food. I guess I am kind of sad after this review. I didn't do it. We should go to break.
All right.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to When Owners Attack. That's what the violent cougar sound indicates. If you haven't heard it before, now you know. Now you know. Violent cougar attack means when owners attack.
I was looking up violent cougar attacks last night online.
So that immediately brought to mind images of violent cougar attacks instead.
My violent cougar attacks are kind of nice. The cougars in them were sort of pleasing to the eyes.
Different kinds of cougars.
Yeah, this is a pornography joke. Please continue with the segment.
This is the segment where we find reviews in which owners have responded to said reviews. Sometimes it's on Yelp, sometimes it's on Google. I'm sure it can happen other places, but those are the primary sources. Yeah, we see it a lot where it's just copy paste, carbon copy corporate crap, cookie cutter, more alliteration with the letter C.
Thank you for sharing your opinion with us. We're very disappointed you had that experience. Please send us an email to bubberducky.com so we can resolve this experience.
Yeah, you should let crumblecookies.org know how you feel. Whatever. We want the stuff where the owners have such personal investment in their businesses, as they should, that they take it upon themselves to either defend their honor or eviscerate whoever deigned to leave a negative review.
Sometimes we like the owners. Sometimes we think the owners are schleppy deppies. You know, that's sort of the fun of the segment, I think, is figuring out whose side we're on.
So today I've got some Google reviews for a place called Boomerang's Bar and Grill in Champaign, Illinois. It's where the University of Illinois is, down in Urbana-Champaign. Just...
How close is it to I-90?
Good. I think it's pretty far south.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Don't worry. They're near 74. God, that's down there. I don't even know what's going on. That's practically the South.
That's the underworld. Southern Illinois, people outside the Midwest don't know that Southern Illinois is the South. That's where it starts, in my opinion.
And honestly, well, yeah, that's kind of just central Illinois, if I'm being perfectly honest. But for people in Chicagoland, you don't have to go very far before it feels like Southern Illinois.
Right. As soon as you leave the south suburbs, it's like, are we in fucking Arkansas?
So anyway, here's a review. This one doesn't have an owner response. I just figured this was a good one to sort of set the scene for us. It's a Google review from Darlene Code, again, for Boomerang's Bar and Grill. Darlene writes, I missed a step down, fell on my knees. Concrete doesn't give. Knocked the wind out of me. Stayed, had a great time. I'm still sore. I'm thinking I'm going to be okay. The people who helped me up were awesome. Others checked on me throughout the night. I hope people who read this review will not turn it into something negative. It truly isn't. 5 stars.
Bad review of the concrete. Good review of the lovely people that helped her.
I just it paints a picture of the vibe at old Boomerangs. I think.
The concrete that don't give, as opposed to the regular concrete.
That wishy-washy, wiggly concrete. Here's a review from Kelly Knox. Kelly writes, I like the style of this place. Their outdoor patio was nice also. Food was great, not too costly. Hope to visit again soon. 4 stars. Response from owner. Thanks. Our low food prices leave extra money for shots.
Okay, we got a little jokester on our hands. Is that? Can I safely say that?
Somebody who's at least willing to play around. It seems.
Sure.
Yeah. Let us move to Beth Dottie's review, though. Beth writes, bartender rarely came to our table. Wanted some food at 8:50, but they said kitchen closed at 9. They have the clock set 10 minutes fast. 2 stars.
Tell me you've never worked a real job without telling me you've never worked a real job, lady. Come on.
We're all going to try and quit before it's quitting time.
And when you work in a kitchen, there's cleanup. You know, you're there after close every damn night, not being with your family because you got to clean that stinking grease trap because your bosses ain't giving you time to do that. You got to do that after hours. That's a reality that millions of Americans have to deal with. Thank you very much.
A response from owner. Beth, sorry for your experience. We are not what you would call a full-service restaurant like a steakhouse or chain eatery. We are a bar and grill, so table service is something we simply try to do as a courtesy for our customers. You are always welcome to go to the bar and ask for anything you may desire. We would be glad to help you. Bar time is common in the industry and is implemented to make sure that drinks are not served after hours, sometimes as much as 15 minutes fast. Again, sorry for the misunderstanding, and we hope that if you decide to come back, you take these factors into consideration. Have a good one.
That was a wildly hinged response. That was very nice.
Very well measured. Everything perfectly reasonable, responsible, not out of whack.
Until
we get to the Peace Day Resistance. A review from Laura Bartner. Laura writes, doesn't have drink limits and doesn't keep video surveillance if and when someone has an accident, seizure, or theft outside of the bar. Don't drink there. Not worth risking your life. And owner thinks it's a joke. Told her about it all, and she just laughed it off. 1 star.
Shaking my head. I'll let the owner talk this time.
Laura also wrote that the price per person is $50 to $100, which I'm like, I can't.
Something about that drink limit coming into play there, huh?
Response from owner. None of what you've listed here is true. We do cut people off when they've had too much. We do have video surveillance. And no one's life is at risk. Because of this review, we've now been able to track you all down and know who you are. There were witnesses at the bar who heard the call. The verbal threats from Kyle on the phone have been documented, and police will be notified. Thanks for the review.
That's the most sincere thanks for the review we've ever had.
Yeah. That's like the sharpening of the knife. Thanks for the review.
Yeah, that kind of rules.
Just give me a reason.
So they were looking for these people that were fucking with them some night or something.
Apparently, yeah, they had some rowdy bunch and like, you know, all we need is for them to leave a review and we got them.
We got the IP address right here. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the full story is, but
and I just want people to know, like, if you are going about your business expecting every storefront to have surveillance, that's just simply not true. Many, many places do not have any lick of security. I worked in a hotel. I will not mention what hotel, but in the entire building, there was not one security camera, which I kind of found unsettling sometimes because there are some fucking characters coming in late at night when you work overnight at the hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet.
I would have liked at least one security camera on the lobby on the freaking door.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I'm safe. I didn't pull any I-90s or anything.
Yeah. I just love how much that response took a sharp turn. Like, no, you're lying about this, lying about that, lying about the other. Also, we know who you are.
Also, look above you. There is a cardboard box, and look into my hands. I'm holding a string. Holding up the cardboard box, a stick. Attached to the stick, the string that is in my hand.
We got you.
Sounds like a nice place. I was gonna say about the other review. I kind of like restaurants or bar and grills, whatever you want to call it, that have that setup where like it's on you to go and order your food,
out of your seat, yeah,
and go pick it up at the bar once it's done and all that stuff. When you know the rules and you know that's what you got to do and you just go up there and do your business, it's kind of nice to control the pace of your restaurant experience.
Yeah. Well, I guess we take the owner's side this time. That's refreshing.
Yeah, if you're ever in Champaign.
Oh my god, their menu has some wicked items.
Evil?
I don't know. Like everything is named after somebody that must have some attachment to Illinois. They've got our review hero, Roger Ebert, hot ham and cheese sandwich.
If you know something about Robert Ebert, the man could destroy a hot ham.
Oh,
especially with the cheese.
They've got Ronnie Reagan's appetizers and sides.
Oh, man.
And the Abraham Lincoln combo basket. Emancipation combination.
Man, I would be so mad if I got to a restaurant and the thing I wanted to order was named after Ronald fucking Reagan.
He's from Illinois. What can you do?
That explains a lot. I'm kidding.
Far western Illinois, if I'm remembering right. Anyway, that's...
You looking at far western Illinois like, we never go there, Simba.
Yeah. The darkness. That's When Owners Attack. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, it was a nice one. Nice little... I like the variety basket we have. We got the full flavor of what a owner response can be like from there.
Yeah.
Except there was no violent like threatening by the owner to the customer. That's the one that sometimes that happens. They have the full spectrum of good owner responses. I wouldn't call it a full spectrum of reviews, but I do have one. I found a website that I did not know had reviews, Matt.
Oh, boy.
I think when I say it, you and our lovely listeners might go, oh, boy.
Victoria's
once more.
Secret.
No, I assume they have reviews.
I assume they do, too.
I bet they're not funny, but maybe that's a challenge I'll have to take upon myself. This website... https://reviews.webmd.com.
Oh boy, here we go.
That's right. WebMD has reviews for medicine and supplements on it.
Okay.
The supplement we are looking at today is cranberry.
Just
cranberry. The ingredient, the berry, the extract, I think all of the above.
Oh, cool.
We have people talking about, if you know anything about what cranberries is often used for health-wise, some of these reviews I don't want to read on the air. Something about tracks and infections.
Hop. Yep.
And... I assume this is what user Sport, age 65 to 74, on supplement 1 to 6 months, has a review for cranberries. Without further ado, let's read what Sport has to say about cranberry. The cranberry appears to keep it in check, but if I stop drinking cranberry, it will come back in a day.
Oh.
Not a cure. 3 stars.
Whoa. Oh, no. Not a cure. Oh, back in a day? What?
Day or 2.
Holy cow. What is it like?
It's almost like the cranberry is like it's like negotiating. There's some sort of it's a negotiator. It's like, guys, when I'm here, everyone plays it cool, okay? Right? You like when I'm around? We're having a good time? But as soon as cranberry leaves the building, back to nonsense, isn't it?
Yeah, when the cranberry is away, the tract will be in a bad way.
We'll be in a bad way, dude.
Oh, God. That's better than what I was picturing. I was picturing like a little Dutch boy sticking his finger in the dike as more leaks pop out. Little Dutch cranberry only has so many thumbs. And once he's like, I gotta leave. Boy, that dike breaks open, and this is a mess. This is wonderful.
What if it's like a cranberry force field? Sort of, whoa, and as soon as the infection is watching all night, waiting for the force field to flicker a little bit, and then and the infection is charging at the force field, and then the first infections that hit just get dusted. But as more and more infection throws itself against the cranberry, so a weakness opens up, and all of a sudden they're all
just spills like zombies.
yeah, scuttling through.
Ugh. Holy cow, though. Get yourself to a doctor.
Yes, please.
WebMd. Cranberry juice is... As much as I love cranberries, and I will go to the grave touting their honor on Thanksgiving Day, they are not a cure.
No.
They can't do it all. Now they can tart cherry juice. Now they can, I don't know, Epsom salt was in the news today for some reason.
I love how you're so shooketh by this. I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah, this is uncanny.
If you think old sports having a time, oh boy, maybe I should find one just to torture Matt. What do you think, audience? I guess this is on theme. It's in all caps. I'll read it and then we can do your review.
Okay.
This is from Nandi, also 65 to 74. She's been on the supplement for 5 years. She takes, in all caps, I take 4,200 milligrams per day and UTIs reduced significantly. However, be aware that some UTIs can cause brain damage. I have a discharge summary that explicitly states brain damage due to UTIs. If bad enough, UTI gets in blood system and travels through entire body. Is that sort of a review for cranberries or a review for how scary UTIs are?
That's a review of UTIs. Holy cow.
Well, she gave it 4 stars, I forgot to say. Do you have a review?
I don't know how much we're going to have to say about this one, but I think it'll take us just somewhere else. I have an Amazon review for a book called Heat Haven Omegaverse #1.
Oh, is it smut?
Welcome to Heat Haven, a facility where Omegas can safely go through their heat alongside pre-screened and carefully selected alphas. Emily, my heat is getting closer. With heat suppressants off the table and no pack to call my own in sight, Heat Haven seems to be my only option. Can I be vulnerable enough for alphas I don't know to help me in my time of need? Griffin, I want a pack and an Omega to cherish. The problem, I don't like most people and I work too much. Where better to meet someone than a place where you contractually participate in a heat with strangers? Omega and alpha pheromones ignite in this spicy novella. With a chance encounter in an upcoming heat, can Emily and Griffin find what they're looking for in each other? Let's let Alicia Mutcherson tell us. Alicia titles her review, "This was great. Spoilers!" And writes,
I want to hear them.
I really like this, to the extent where I thought it was just too short. Emily and Griffin's story was everything, and with the addition of Dion, I loved it. It got a little touchy-feely when the douchebag of a man Jensen entered the picture, but when they kicked him right to the curb, it was great again. I was so mad that it ended on a cliffhanger, and then I somehow had to download a free copy of the epilogue to figure out what happened, because how Griffin and Emily met, spoilers, was in an elevator that got stuck, and they literally hit it off, and he literally made her, receive some relief. And that's how they got together, because they were stuck there. And then in the ending, because she had bonded with Griffin and the other alpha who was in the room with her, Dion, they run into Freddie and Kenji, which they made one of them British and one of them Asian. And I'm sorry, trifecta, quadrifecta.
Oh, no.
I don't know what you want to call it, but we have a black man because now we've established, or I've gotten the better picture, that Dion is definitely a black man. We have Griffin, which I don't know what Griffin is, but I'm pretty sure he's white. And then we have our British dude, Freddie, and then we have our resident Asian guy. I'm sorry, appetizers, dessert, all of them, and they get stuck on the elevator again? I'm just so happy. She met her pack, and she knows that she's going to bond with these two later. They just hit it off. I need a part 2 to the story, but there's no part 2. I feel like they could have given me more on her past life. Like why she has a hard limit for choking, specifically explained. But I need it more. Too bad, but I was content with the ending. Definitely 5 out of 5 for me. It was sweet, it was romantic, it was spicy. 5 stars.
These reviews a lot of the time, it's we poke fun, of course, but I don't think we've ever crossed the line into kink shame territory.
No, I don't. Well,
we've
just maybe towed the line.
So uncomfortable with how this person who reviewed this is looking at people, and they aren't people; they're characters in a book. But the line is too blurry there for my comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god, I should not have clicked on her profile because she reads. There's like 15 more.
Oh boy. But I could talk all day about how that and the situation in the book is a little problematic. We'll just leave it at that. But have you ever seen the movie The Lobster?
I have, yes.
You know how they go to that like resort where they're not allowed to be horny?
Yes.
This book's the opposite of The Lobster. You have to be horny when you go there.
You're in a heat when you come here. That's the point.
Oh no. I wonder if, like in The Lobster, where there's like a group of people that run away and like start a colony in the woods where they're allowed to be horny. I wonder if there's a colony of people that ran away so they don't have to be so horny all the time.
Yeah, like, man, that's pretty stressful in there. Everyone's trying to hook. Oh,
everyone wants something from me. I just want to read a newspaper and have some tea.
I'm just on vacation.
Oh no.
Yeah, go watch The Lobster, everyone. It's strange, it's bizarre, but
yes.
you're gonna get something from it. I have a feeling.
It is the strangest movie tone wise almost ever, but it is so fantastic in that. Really good movie. We'll leave on that. This episode we'll leave on the note of go watch The Lobster. It'll make you feel some
Colin
type of
Farrell
way.
in it.
Colin Farrell in a serious, dramatic, dark comedy role was like mind blowingly good.
Not playing like a hunky man either.
Oh no, he's kind of playing a nerd almost.
Kind of playing a little frumpy nerd man, just like a quiet man.
A beta almost, you might say, using cool language like these reviews.
I want to be an alpha, find my omega. Ugh.
Maybe these are in the same universe. All the alpha and omegas go to horny school, and then all the betas go to the lobster school. And what's his name is in it? John C. Reilly rules in that movie, dude.
Yeah, that was something else.
Yeah, I love that movie. I won't rewatch it kind of now, even though it's got to be in a certain headspace. It's a lot to process that movie. Anyway. Yeah. This has been ReviewParty.com. Thank you so much to making it to the end of this experience. I feel like we've all grown together through episode 157. We got new episodes of ReviewParty.com every Tuesday morning. That's right. # Tuesday Reviews Day. Let's go. So we'd love to have you there, and we'd love to have you send in a review if you ever stumble across a super funny or weird or interesting review. Please send it our way, reviewparty.com @gmail.com, and include your name so we know what kind of credit to throw your way.
If you want to reach out to us in some other fashion, then get on your phone right now and pull up Instagram or TikTok and find us at reviewparty.com or on Twitter at reviewpartypod. If you're like, I don't know about that, guys. I've heard some things about those things. That's fine. Go on the internet website, reviewparty.com. What can you find there, you ask yourself? So many things. Every single episode we've ever put out, all the blogs, which are review-based in some way, shape, or form. I challenge you to figure out what that means when I say that. There's the shop, there's a newsletter sign up, there's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of exciting things. You can just find yourself lost in corridors of reviewparty.com and you'll emerge weeks later just changed.
You know what I wouldn't change? Our theme song, Bread for Breakfast by the Nosebleeds. You've been listening to it, whether you like it, whether you know it or not. And if you want more of their little jams, there's ones just as good, if not better, than the Bread for Breakfast on Spotify. Just search Nosebleeds, one word. I got a little finisher.
Okay.
It's a wee lad. It is from Amazon for Beyblade Burst Evolution Starstorm Battle Set. Amazon exclusive.
Oh boy.
It is not only one of those big plastic bucket arenas. It comes with 2 Beyblades and 2, what do you call them, ripcords, launchers.
Yeah, man.
So it's a whole Beyblade set. You're ready to go. You buy this Beyblade set. The Iowan titles their review, Son loves it. They write, we have exploded a zillion Beyblades in this bad boy, and it is held up to every glorious battle. 5 stars.
Wait, what are you doing in there?
They're when they fight in that arena, it's like actually like that anime, the Beyblade anime, where giant monsters come out of the Beyblades and fight each other.
All right, sick. That's all right. I'll keep my giant ball.
Yeah, who needs Japanese dreidels, battle dreidels, when you have big ball?